Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 36th Annual National Philanthropy Day Luncheon, honoring Orange County's philanthropic community.
I appreciate this opportunity to be with you today in recognition of one of America's greatest national treasures, the spirit of philanthropy that is so evident among our people. For the first time in our nation's history, a day has been specifically designated to pay tribute to this fine American tradition, National Philanthropy Day.
2020 was an unprecedented year for Orange County nonprofits. It also marked the 35th anniversary of National Philanthropy Day. Though we were unable to meet in person, we were still able to honor, inspire, and celebrate the legacy of philanthropy in Orange County.
Hello and welcome. I'm delighted to be your host for this historic and somewhat groundbreaking National Philanthropy Day.
It wasn't until Philanthropy Day actually came and I was reflecting on the fact that we actually had this amazing event that I thought, this could be important. This could be something that would capture the imagination of the American people as well it should.
I am so excited to with you today as we honor Doug Freeman together with his special 35th anniversary Founders Award. Congratulations, Doug.
To my fellow youth, I want to say that we all have the potential to make a difference, and don't forget to dream big.
We, along with fellow Orange County and fellow Americans, will be resilient, and we know all together we will be nailing it for America. Thank you.
We are honored to be a part of this special day, and we want to encourage all of you to join us in making a difference in your community, in a world that needs goodness, now more than ever.
I'll keep raising my hand and hold yours. Thank you so very, very much.
For us, these are things that are near and dear to our heart, and on behalf of everybody who works for the company, I am humbled to stand here and accept this award. Thank you.
I'm honored and humbled to accept this award on behalf of our 10,000 Team Loan Depot associates. Thank you so much. We're very honored.
I feel very humbled that I've been recognized for this amazing award. It was just something I was called to do.
I'll close with a Chinese proverb, the short version of which is, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else.
And now, please welcome last year's Association of Fundraising Professionals President, Catherine Speer.
Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see all of us together again. It was my honor to serve as our Association of Fundraising Professionals Chapter President last year. You'll hear more about AFP in a few moments. It was a year in which National Philanthropy Day carried on under very challenging circumstances. Today, I want to extend a special recognition to all those who helped us to continue the proud tradition of honoring philanthropy in our Orange County community. This was a brand new virtual experience for us, and it took many helping hands on a short timetable. I extend our thanks and appreciation to all those who participated in our video shoots. The team at OC Music and Dance, our good friends Charlie Chang and Doug Freeman, who made the space available, and most importantly, our 2020 Outstanding Honorees, who were most gracious in working with us to create the virtual program. I want to also recognize our co-chairs Elizabeth Carilla and Joan Mcbride, and our 2020 committee members who handled a challenging situation with professionalism and poise. Would our 2020 Outstanding Honorees please stand? If you're in the audience today with us, please stand. Ladies and this is in lieu of the warm and wonderful tribute you would have had we been live last year. Now it is my honor to introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, Maria Hall Brown. Maria joined PBS SoCal in July 1997 and is currently a senior director. Over the years, she has produced numerous programs such as Real Orange, Bookmark, and LA Art, as well as documentaries, including Henry Sagerstrom, Imagining the Future, and American Voices. She has won 2 Los Angeles area Emmys and 8 Golden Mike Awards. A longtime resident of Orange County, Maria is the recipient of a Distinguished Alumni Award from UC Irvine. Please welcome Maria Hall Brown.
Thank you, Catherine. A room full of kind people, caring people, generous people. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this wonderful day. It is National Philanthropy Day, but frankly, I like to think of it as Renewal of Your Feelings About Humanity Day as well. So we are delighted that you're going to meet some incredible, incredible honorees. This is the 36th Annual National Philanthropy Day, and it is wonderful to see all these smiles and happy faces and have this wonderful experience live. Although I have to say, last year was pretty incredible as well. And speaking of last year, we know that the last 18 months have been pretty challenging in a number of ways. And later we'll hear from our founder, Doug Freeman, who will share good news about philanthropy during the COVID era. But now, I'd like to welcome some very special guests. The Cub Scouts Torin Shen, Avi Dedia, and Nicholas Spann from Club Scout Pack 541. They are going to come onto the stage and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Audience, may I have your attention, please? Color guard attention. Audience, please rise. Color guard advance. Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Audience, place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, honor the colors. 2. Color guard dismissed.
Excellent job, you guys did it. Now I'd like to introduce Diana Farrell, President and Artistic Director of Lyric Opera of Orange County. Diana is an American lyric soprano and has been hailed for her golden voice. Her most recent stage performance included the titular role of Puccini's Tosca, Magda in Menotti's The Consul, and Verdi's Lady Macbeth. Those are heavy roles, for which her passionate intensity earned high praise as she consistently sang with beauty and sensitivity. Diana is the winner of multiple awards throughout her career, completing her formal studies with an artistic diploma from the Cleveland Institute of Music. Please welcome Diana Farrell to the stage to sing America the Beautiful. All right, that's not fair. I'm not allowed to start crying at this moment. I gotta wait a minute or two. Thank you, Diana. What a beautiful start to an incredible afternoon. And thank you, Cub Scout Pack 541, sorry, didn't want to miss that up, for leading us in the pledge and for a wonderful frontline work that you do every year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause for Diana and our Cub Scouts. And now to offer the invocation is the Honorable Dr. James E. Palmer III, who serves as the President and Executive Director of the Orange County Rescue Mission. Jim first joined Orange County Rescue Mission more than 28 years ago as a volunteer painter. He soon joined the staff as president of the Rescue Mission. Jim enjoys clowning around with the staff and has the reputation of being the official office prankster. Jim is also founder and chair of the board of the Hurt Family Health Clinic, which provides specialized health care to homeless and underserved families through a full-service medical, dental, vision, mental health, chiropractic, and health education facility. Please welcome Dr. Palmer to the stage.
Thank you, Maria. It looks like COVID was great for you. For me, I added some on, but it's so exciting to be here today. So would you please join me in this blessing? Lord, we just come before you as your servants. Father, I am so excited to be here amongst family members that have heard your calling in their lives. These men, women, and children that are present, Father, that have taken the passion that you've instilled in them and literally reached hundreds of thousands of those in need in our community. We thank you for the board, we thank you for the sponsors, and a special blessing on the honorees today, and those hands that prepared this meal. In your name, amen.
Thank you, thank you. All right, now I have the good fortune of recognizing the hard work of all of those who served on the judging committee, led by co-lead judges Charlie Chang and John Christensen. These community leaders led a panel of 40 judges, also community leaders and philanthropists, who had the difficult job of literally selecting honorees from over 100 nominations that were submitted. And that's a real tribute to the good work being done here in Orange County and in our communities. They reviewed submissions and made their selections in June, choosing the outstanding honorees that represent the best in philanthropy in Orange County for this year. We thank each of the judges for their time and their commitment, and you can read their names in our program. But at this moment, will all of our judges stand so that we can thank you in person? Thank you, thank you. Charlie, John, you guys are the best. Our 2021 honorary chair is a person that leads by example and exemplifies the best of philanthropy in the nonprofit world as well as the for-profit world. Nella Webster O'Grady currently serves on the Board of Trustees for Chapman University, has served on the Board of Directors for the Girl Scouts of Orange County, Mission Plasticos Foundation, and chairs the Friends of the Girl Scouts Trust. Other leadership roles include the Board of Orange County United Way, the Women Helping Women Advisory Board, the Pacific Symphony 101, the Big Canyon Spyglass Hill Philharmonic Committee, and she has received numerous philanthropic awards, including in 2020, when I had the good fortune to spend some time with her. She received the National Philanthropy Day's Outstanding Philanthropist Award for Orange County. Please, let's welcome Nella to the stage.
How nice they have everything up here in big print, which I really appreciate. Good afternoon, everyone. As all of you know, last year was a virtual event, and those who contributed to the event deserve huge kudos as they did an outstanding job of carrying on the important legacy of National Philanthropy Day. Many of those people that were on the committee have volunteered to stay with it this year and get to have the in-person event as we're here today. I believe there's something like 600 in attendance, and I'm very, very happy that with the assistance of the entire committee that worked to put this together, that we're able to enjoy each other's company. I'm sure you all agree it's wonderful to be back in person, and I hope that these types of events will continue for all of the other nonprofits that need to have the visibility that we get here. Last year I was honored to be the Outstanding Philanthropist, and as I look at the audience today and I look at the people that have been involved with making this work, there are 68, I think that was the number, 68 honorees this year that you'll find all their names in the program, and each of them in their own right could be up here on the stage later today. I think it's important that we do give recognition to all of the people here in Orange County that have served during very troubled times, and I encourage those honorees to continue to give, as it makes such a difference in this difficult period that we have for raising money. We also need to acknowledge, and I think Maria did a bit, the outstanding committee members, 25 plus, that made up the 2020 National Philanthropy Day virtual awards, and many of them continued to stay this year. So that's a great sign in terms of the depth of commitment that people in our community give. So we invite you all to sit back and enjoy the 2021 awards presentation. Please continue to do the good work that you are doing, as it is so important in these challenging times. I invite you to continue eliminating hope through philanthropy in the year ahead. Remember, we raise by lifting others. Now let me turn the program back over to our esteemed Master of Ceremonies, Maria Hall-Brand. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nella. You know you are very much an inspiration to all of us, Nella. I would like to introduce now our fabulous 2021 National Philanthropy Day co-chairs, Joan Mcbride and Elizabeth McGibbon. Each year, the Association of Fundraising Professionals, AFP, recruits 2 co-chairs to lead and plan the very event we're celebrating today, National Philanthropy Day. It's not an easy task, believe me, and our community owes them a great deal of gratitude, because they are incredible professionals. They have spent hours, days, weeks, months leading the effort to produce this very important awards ceremony. And now let me tell you a little bit about them. Joan Mcbride is celebrating 40 years as a fund development professional, beginning her career as an intern at UCI, Zatzat. She later worked for several nonprofit hospitals, including Hoag Hospital. In 1996, she began her consulting practice, consulting with more than 60 organizations on fund development, strategic planning, and marketing communications. Joan was named AFP OC Chapter's Outstanding Professional Fundraiser in 2020. She earned her BA at UC Irvine and an MBA at Cal State Long Beach, and has been a proud member of AFP Orange County for more than 20 years. And standing with Joan is Elizabeth. Elizabeth McGibbon is a philanthropic professional with over a decade of agency expertise, dedicated to providing strategic philanthropic opportunities to individuals, families, corporations, and advisors in support of the greater good of Orange County and beyond. Elizabeth has provided support to KidWorks, Girls Incorporated of Orange County School of the Arts, Orange Catholic Foundation, and she is currently serving on the Orange County Community Foundation. Elizabeth is a proud alumna from the University of California State Fullerton, right, Bobby? Yeah. And an active member of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, AFP, for nearly 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful co-chairs, Joan and Elizabeth.
Good morning, everyone. I think it's still morning. Yes, it is. 5 more minutes. I'm Joan Mcbride.
And I'm Elizabeth McGibbon.
As a member of the nonprofit community for 40 years, and yes, I did get started when I was still a teenager, it's true, and a proud UCI alumna, go Anteaters! I hear those shouts out there. I see my Anteaters out there. Thank you for joining us for this 36th Annual National Philanthropy Day. One thing you'll hear throughout the day is the use of the acronym NPD, that is our shorthand for National Philanthropy Day. And one of the things you'll hear about a little more later today is how NPD started right here in Orange County, thanks to Doug Freeman and all the work that he did with the Reagan administration. Elizabeth and I are honored to serve as event co-chairs this year. We do represent the Association of Fundraising Professionals, Orange County Chapter. Co-chairing National Philanthropy Day is definitely a labor of love, but I also consider it one of the highlights of my career.
I've been involved in Orange County philanthropy for nearly 25 years, first as a board member and as a community volunteer. After a decade of giving my time, talent, and treasure, I began my career in nonprofit in 2008, 10 years after I adopted my daughter, who's now 23, from a nonprofit, as my way of giving back. I'm grateful to be here with each and every one of you today.
National Philanthropy Day is a major annual event for the Association of Fundraising Professionals. It is a celebration of the dedicated individuals, businesses, and organizations whose contributions of time, talent, and treasure to our county's nonprofits has improved the lives of so many here in Orange County. Their passion for causes throughout our community, which so often goes unrecognized, deserves this day of recognition and fanfare.
At this time, we want to take a moment and thank our event sponsors who have contributed to the success of this year's event. You will find their names listed in the program books and on our screens. We would like to give special recognition to our presenting sponsor, the Orange County Business Journal, our broadcast media sponsor, PBS SoCal, and to our community media sponsor, the Orange County Register, who has been sponsoring National Philanthropy Day for more than 30 years. In addition, we would like to give special thanks to Charlie and Ling Chang for their generous support as a diamond sponsor. I am also pleased to recognize our platinum and gold sponsors, City of Hope, Hoag Hospital Foundation, UCI Foundation, Bank of California, Chapman University, Goodwill Orange County, Simon Scholars, Sun Family Foundation, and the Wooden Floor. Let's take a moment to applaud the generosity of these and all of our sponsors.
Elizabeth and I also want to extend our deepest appreciation to this year's National Philanthropy Day Planning Committee members, a group of 25 experienced and dedicated professionals who have worked tirelessly since last December. Yes, it takes just about a year to put this beautiful day together for you. I so appreciate their volunteer spirit and their hard work. Well, the members of the 2021 National Philanthropy Day Planning Committee, I know some of them are still out there volunteering, but those in the ballroom, would you please stand and be recognized?
We would like to now recognize the individuals and organizations that have been past Outstanding Honorees for National Philanthropy Day. Over 36 years, you have inspired us and been true champions of philanthropy in our community. These honorees are named in the program and on our National Philanthropy Day website. Our outstanding honorees each year represent the spirit of philanthropy and volunteerism. They have helped form the foundation upon which many of our nonprofits continue to grow and thrive. In recognition of their contributions to our community, will past outstanding honorees who are present please stand and be recognized?
In addition, we recognize the individuals and businesses that were submitted for recognition as honorees in 2021. Each and every one of you is being recognized today for your exceptional work in the community. Elizabeth and I had the privilege of attending the final judging meeting and hearing all the remarkable tributes made to each of you from the nonprofits that submitted you for recognition this year. Although the judges chose 8 honorees in 8 categories to represent all of you as outstanding honorees, you are all winners and deserve a round of applause. Actually, I should have waited for that round. I apologize. You get to applaud again in a moment. You have enriched our community and strengthened its fabric through your spirit of generosity. We are a better, stronger community thanks to your presence. All 2021 honorees are listed in your program, but would you all please stand for a moment? And again, another round of applause for all of our 2021 honorees. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the 2021 president of the Orange County chapter of the Association Fundraising Professionals, Michelle Bignardi. She's also my golfing buddy, and AFP President Dominic Mumolo. Please welcome them to the stage.
What a wonderful celebration. Dominic and I join Joan and Elizabeth in welcoming you to this very special day, an absolute favorite time of year, to celebrate the powerful impact of philanthropy in each of our lives and within the Orange County community. Within our Orange County chapter of AFP, it's a great honor to produce this celebration. On behalf of our members, comprised the leading nonprofit fundraising executives, National Philanthropy Day, excuse me, represents a time to join together with nearly 700 of our friends and business community to collectively reflect and celebrate how philanthropy drives our daily efforts to improve the quality of life where we live and work.
So, Association of Fundraising Professionals is the largest association of fundraising professionals in the world, with 30,000 plus members worldwide in more than 240 chapters around the world. AFP has inspired global change and supported efforts that have generated over $1 trillion, that's with a T, $1 trillion. AFP's individual and organizational members raise over $115 billion annually, and we are part of a mission to change the world. It's kind of a nice place to be, so. Your support of today's celebration will help us to advance the work of AFP Orange County, specifically providing training, education, and advocacy to fundraising professionals, from career professionals to the next generation, strengthening the teams that work to make the differences in our communities. On behalf of our members, it is with great privilege to recognize the outstanding contributions made by the honorees today. The selfless efforts of these individuals, organizations, and businesses have advanced the wonderful work of compassion, community, and philanthropy in Orange County. It is we who are honored to have these angels among us. And now, on to our first award.
Today, more than ever, it is crucial that we encourage young people to appreciate, learn, and practice philanthropy as an essential joy of being engaged adults. This is my favorite award. The Outstanding Youth Award honors youth leaders under the age of 21 who have demonstrated extraordinary commitment to the community through direct financial support, development of charitable programs, volunteering, and/or leadership. I'm certain that you will agree the recipient of this year's Outstanding Youth Award is a tremendous example of those principles, so please turn your attention to the screens.
We thought of Sashi for Outstanding Youth because she really lives the Girl Scout promise in law.
Whatever she puts her mind to, she does, and she does it well. She's just such an inspiration to all of us.
During the pandemic, Sashi, like many people, saw the need for masks. So she literally hand-sewed hundreds of masks so that community members and nursing homes and other places of need were able to provide cloth masks for their members. She is truly the type of girl who sees an issue and takes action.
When the pandemic hit, she became our all-star volunteer. She procured 45,000 fabric masks for various charities throughout Orange County, including us. For us personally, she was able to procure over 30,000 units of PPE, surgical masks, isolation gowns, everything, you name it, and you couldn't get that anywhere. So she was instrumental in helping us to solve that issue of making sure that our hospice nurses were safe on the front lines. She also held food drives for us. She was able to deliver over 100 meals to different hospice families who were struggling with food insecurity.
She is definitely a young woman who has developed such fantastic skills of helping others through her Girl Scout experience. She's learned what it means to be a philanthropist and a community member who makes a difference.
Now that we have a vaccine and we're becoming more and more safe, she has shifted her role to becoming an ambassador for the Heavenly Home Project, which is slated to become Orange County's first nonprofit end-of-life care home.
For Sashi's Girl Scout Gold Award project, She identified the problem of citizens not knowing what to do in case of an emergency, especially a critical emergency that had a bleed. The program, Stop the Bleed, really is an example of how a girl can take her passion and create something that is sustainable and that will save lives.
On behalf of Southern California Hospice Foundation, our board of directors, our patients, their families, and our many volunteers, congratulations, Sashi. We are so proud of you.
Sashi, on behalf of your Girl Scout sisters and the nearly 25,000 members of Girl Scouts of Orange County, congratulations. We are so proud of you. You've already made the world a better place, and I can't wait to see how you keep doing that.
So please help me welcome to the stage our Outstanding Youth Honoree, Sashi Pawani.
Hi everyone, quite the introduction, thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to accept this award in the company of people who share such a strong commitment to their community. I'd like to thank the Association of Fundraising Professionals for this honor and for giving me a chance to share my story. I think the best part about being young, and some may argue is the worst, is that you're impressionable. Everything you see, hear, and feel makes a real lasting impact on you. For me, this has been a mutually beneficial relationship. I want to make the same kind of impact on my community as it's made on me. I joined the Girl Scouts of Orange County at the age of 9, and over the past 8 years, I've been presented countless opportunities to address issues that are important to me, with the goal of making a sustainable impact. The Girl Scouts are over here. Whoa, Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts has shaped my character and has been instrumental in my journey in philanthropy. I was 14 when the Girl Scouts invited me to a prevention education workshop led by Laura's House, our domestic violence support agency. I was horrified upon learning that 1 in 3 women experience at least one of 8 forms of abuse in their lifetime. I couldn't relate to what was being shared because I was fortunate enough to grow up in a safe and supportive household, and I have my amazing family to thank for that. After hearing these stats, I looked around at my Girl Scout sisters, many of whom were younger than me, and I realized that any of us could have our lives impacted forever. This was the defining moment where I decided to make a change. In efforts to end the generational cycle of abuse, I started the Domestic Violence Prevention Club at Portola High School, a place where students could learn about healthy relationships and recognize signs of teen dating abuse. Every member has become an outspoken advocate for domestic violence prevention, and we're working to help survivors by rallying community support through donations and volunteerism. Fast forward to the age of 16 when I met Michelle Wolfestig, Executive Director of the Southern California Hospice Foundation, at an event I attended with Girl Scouts. Michelle, I'm not sure where you are in the crowd. Would you mind raising your hand? Michelle gave a moving keynote speech to motivate the audience to fulfill their life's purpose. Having survived 2 major strokes, one at just 11 years old, Michelle has made helping others pursue happiness and find purpose, even in the face of adversity, her life's calling. Her speech sparked my desire to find my own life's purpose through philanthropy. Working with Michelle to support hundreds of patients confronting the final stages of life during the pandemic was an incredibly rewarding experience and allowed me to appreciate the many blessings in my life. I'm honored to have worked with these organizations, all of which are great examples of what philanthropy is at its core: compassion, respect, and service. I share this award with everyone who supported me in my journey, including my family, the Girl Scouts of Orange County, Laura's House, SoCal Hospice Foundation, my friends and the staff of Portola High School, and the community that has supported my efforts. I encourage everyone to open yourself up to inspiration, identify what causes are important to you, and take action to make the world a better place. Thank you all for your work, and thank you again for this award.
we're not done yet.
As part of National Philanthropy Day, our AFPOC chapter members have a tradition of giving $2,500 of our personal contributions through the AFP Foundation to a charity or charities of our Outstanding Youth Honorees choice. Sashi Pawani, our Outstanding Youth Honoree, has chosen her favorite charities to receive the award. AFP Orange County is pleased to make this donation. She has chosen $1,000 for the Girl Scouts of Orange County, $750 to Laura's House, and $750 to California Hospice Foundation. But wait. In addition, we have the pleasure to present Sashi with a check for $1,000 from the AFP Orange County Scholarship Fund for her continuing development and education. Thank you so much. I think the future is going to be okay. What do you guys think? And by the way, those of you who have been in this wonderful room before for this wonderful event will remember Michelle and her moving speech that she gave all of us when she was an honoree. So let's give Michelle an applause. I'm now pleased to introduce our next presenter, Annette Walker, President of City of Hope, Orange County. Annette is recognized as one of the top healthcare leaders in the nation, is a strategist for Providence St. Joseph Health, the country's third largest health system. Annette is the author of numerous articles on the promotion of healthcare quality and a featured speaker at national health care organizations. Annette has received many national awards and honors for her work and leadership, including the Orange County Business Journal's Innovator of the Year Award in 2016. Please help me welcome Annette to the stage to present the Outstanding Philanthropic Group Award.
Thank you so much. And Sashi, you know the best thing about being young is being young. I can't wait to see what you do with the rest of your years. And I'm so happy to be here today. The thing I love most about this event is it celebrates the generosity and giving of this wonderful community that we live in and that we're so blessed to live in. And the one last thing I want to say, if I were to get in line for talent, I would ask God to let me sing like Lynn, because that was amazing and so moving. So thank you, Lynn, for sharing that with us. Well, right now we're here to celebrate the Outstanding Philanthropic Group Award, which recognizes a volunteer group that has demonstrated extraordinary commitment to the community through direct involvement, financial support, and leadership. Let's take a look at the screen.
A small group of women got together here in Orange County, and they had a very simple mission and a powerful plan. And that plan was to educate women and girls about financial matters. And so they put together programs which started out as conferences and then a much broader scope of educational programs. But it was all about financial literacy and partnering with other organizations that had a similar mission.
Our over 10-year partnership with WISE has been amazing, not just for us as an organization, but really for the girls and for the community. They have developed workshops for our girls and our troop leaders and have helped create entrepreneurs with our girls.
They have gathered a board that are successful professional businesswomen and investment managers in the community to work together and collaborate. And these are women that you wouldn't normally cross paths with in a congenial environment. You'd be competing against them.
It's an organization that has actually served more than 15,000 girls and women through more than 150 programs.
It's a real team effort. Nobody there is taking pride of ownership. It's all collaborative.
Their members are some of our greatest supporters and a lot of alum, and they know the power of Girl Scouts. So that partnership has just been very dynamic, it's long lasting, and it's permeated throughout our organization.
Girl Scouts and Girls Inc. would have similar missions for financial education. Also universities such as UCI, Chapman, UCLA.
These women are the leaders of tomorrow, and
I know it's through a combination of efforts, but by having some financial knowledge when they come out of high school or when they come out of college, it opens doors to many other career opportunities that they may never have thought about.
On behalf of the nearly 25,000 Girl Scouts of Orange County members, congratulations, Wise. You ladies are rock stars, and we love you.
I'd like to congratulate Women Investing in Security and Education and the entire board for being honored with this award as the Outstanding Philanthropic Group this year. Well deserved.
Congratulations to Wise for the wonderful work you've done for so many years. Thank you from the community.
You know, I recently had the opportunity to speak with Angela Daly and learn a bit more about the work Wise and understand how truly exceptional it is. Women committed to helping women. Talk about hitting the full spectrum. If you had been fortunate enough to access their services as a daisy in the Girl Scouts and then learn through the course of your development how finance investments work from kindergarten all the way through college, I wonder how much better off every single person in this room might have been. I can safely say that I think we all would have been better off. The work Wise does brings stability, strength, and choices to women as well as the communities that we live in. Please welcome to the stage Angela Daly and the Board of Women Investing in Security and Education to accept the Outstanding Philanthropic Group Award.
Thank you, Annette, and thanks to everyone who put on this absolutely fantastic day. I know I'm overwhelmed, and I'm sure the other honorees are as well. So with me on stage are a few of our wonderful Wise board members, Jan Walsh, who heads up our Girls Inc. initiative, Marilyn Blank, who has been our pro bono CEO for many years, I don't know, a couple of decades perhaps, and Lisa Banning, who heads up our initiative with the Girl Scouts. In our audience, we have our beloved and admired founder, Victoria Collins. Victoria, please stand up. And missing from the stage, and very missed, is our COO, Darlene March, who had a family emergency and could not join us. All of us at Wise are over the moon about this. Frankly, if it wasn't for Victoria and Nella Webster, we would never have applied. Way too aspirational for us, way out of reach. But it just goes to show that a small group with a very limited budget can make enormous impact if you have the right people. Wise has been fulfilling its mission of financial education for females of all ages and all socioeconomic backgrounds for almost 25 years. But importantly, we keep innovating. One example of our innovation has been our groundbreaking series, Tearing Down the Pink Wall, whose mission is both education and inspiration, primarily for young women, but really for everybody. We partner with prestigious universities such as UCI, Chapman, and UCLA, and we bring C-suite women together to talk about their careers and their lives. Just imagine the impact on a young person's life to get advice from these powerful CEOs. Several years ago, a good friend asked me if there was a place in today's world for a financial empowerment group for women. The answer then and now is yes. Study after study shows that women prefer to learn about finance with other women. And then you have the gender-specific issues, longevity, wage gap, widowhood, divorce. We're validated by the attendance at our events. Every year, we reach well over 1,000 women of all ages, and some men, who come to our events. And by the way, that friend is now a very valued member of our advisory board. What makes Wise really distinguishes, in my opinion, is our board of directors and our advisory board. Here we have a group of women and men who come together for a common goal, No agendas, no politics, no egos. Just come together to work and put on events in a very collaborative spirit. So, with the WISE Board of Directors in the audience, the advisory board, and the WISE volunteers, some of which have been with us from the beginning, please stand and join me in thanking National Philanthropy Day. And the spouses, by the way. We need the spouses to stand as well. Join me in thanking National Philanthropy Day for this honor. This honor will be a big help in moving us to the next level. As Victoria said, we've only just begun. Thank you.
Now I am delighted to introduce our next presenter, Todd Harmonson, Orange County Register's senior editor and one of the lead editors for the Southern California News Group. Todd is an award-winning journalist who spent much of his career in sports as a reporter and later as the Register's sports editor. Todd has been honored by the Associated Press sports editors and the Orange County Press Club for his column writing. Please join me in welcoming Todd to present the Outstanding Small Business or Corporation Award.
So as you heard earlier, the Orange County Register has been involved with National Philanthropy Day for more than 30 years, and we love it. We know how vital this day is to celebrate the people who are making a difference in Orange County. So really, thank you for letting us be involved and for being able to tell your stories. One of my only conditions for being involved with something like this is, I just don't want to follow my buddy Charles Antis to the stage. If you were here in 2017, you saw that he can kind of light up the room and then you're bad. So I was relieved when I saw that Charles wasn't presenting today. And then I look and I got Annette Walker in front of me. And it's like, wait, Annette is bringing one of the most important things to Orange County next year with the City of Hope Orange County campus. To me, as a sports guy, that's bigger than the Angels getting a great pitcher yesterday, or the Ducks winning 8 games in a row. So I'm following some pretty tough people, as well as these honorees. But you know what? I'm really happy to be here, as long as Charles isn't in front of me again. The Outstanding Small Business or Corporation Award recognizes a business with fewer than 50 employees that has demonstrated a consistent commitment to philanthropy through its involvement in one or more nonprofit organizations in Orange County. Outstanding businesses make a difference, not only by providing financial support, but also by being leaders in the community and by being leaders and by driving innovation that improves the quality of life for everyone living in Orange County. Please watch our screens for a video tribute.
What's so amazing about Moxie Marketing is that they're not just a marketing partner and vendor to us. They really are truly an extension of our team.
I think what makes Moxie so unique is that they lead with heart in everything they do.
Back in March of 2020, we got the notice that we were closing everything down, that we were going under lockdown. It became very evident quite quickly that we were going to have to reevaluate our budgeting for the rest of the year.
As you can imagine, when the pandemic hit and we were forced to close our retail stores, the largest part of our revenue, we had to contact many of our partners and our vendors to say, we're going to have to put a pause on what we're doing because the future is uncertain. And when we made that call to Jeanette, she immediately said, it's okay, I want to help you anyway. I will provide pro bono, in-kind support while you're going through this. We're going to continue to help you.
I don't really look at them as a contractor, and that really just solidified that even more in my mind, that they were family.
I'm personally impressed with what Moxie Marketing does, not only for Goodwill of Orange County, but for several other nonprofits in our community. You can just tell they have a heart and a compassion for helping causes and impacting and changing lives in our community.
A couple examples would be Orange County United Way, Habitat for Humanity. Mental health advocacy is a huge one that I know Jeanette and her team are so passionate about. So even beyond what they do for us, I just know that the rest of their day, if it's not spent with us, is spent doing other really important and great work for other organizations. They want to do good. They want to help our community be better. And
I think that's why our partnership works so well, because they care so much about our mission. We obviously believe in it so much, and so together we can really, really make positive change in the community.
So I'd just like to say to Jeanette, Savannah, Nancy, and Jamie, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. You are an integral part of our team, and we are so proud and honored to be working with you.
Congratulations, Moxie and Jeanette. You guys are so deserving of this recognition, and I'm so grateful to be able to work with you guys, and I can't wait to do more great work together in the future.
Congratulations, Jeanette and the entire team at Moxie Marketing. We are incredibly proud of you. You are deserving of this award, and we are just so grateful for all you do for Goodwill of Orange County and all of the other nonprofits in this community.
So I've heard a lot about anteaters in the building today, but there's some titans here too. I'm one, and so is our honoree, Jeanette Canuti. Please welcome her, and congratulations, Jeanette.
Thank you, Todd. Wow, I'm so humbled and honored to receive this on behalf of Moxie Marketing Agency. I look out at this room, and there are so many amazing people here. And I feel like I wish I could give you all awards, because I know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis in the community to change lives and make an impact. I am beyond grateful to the entire team at Goodwill of Orange County for this nomination, and to all the volunteers and sponsors that make this event possible. Thank you, Nicole Sudam, Eric Smithson, and Nicole Morrison for the kind words in that video. My heart is seriously so full. I can speak on behalf of everyone at Moxie when I say we love working with your team, and we're inspired by your dedication to help people facing barriers find purpose, pride, and dignity through all of the amazing programs that you offer. I would love it if my team would please stand, which is sitting with Goodwill. Savannah, Nancy, and Allison. Jamie is watching virtually right now. It's because of your shared passion to do good and your creative talents that Moxie Marketing is receiving this award. You guys threw job titles and scope of work out of the window in 2020. You were willing to wear multiple hats, and you went above and beyond to support our nonprofit partners, not only in 2020, but every single day. You understood the assignment in 2020 and stepped up in big ways. I'm so proud to have you guys on my team. At Moxie Marketing, we are honored to help nonprofits share their mission through marketing. Not only do we get to work with people who have hearts of gold and are making real change, but we get to be inspired by the life-changing work that is being accomplished through the efforts of everyone sitting in this room. You all are the real heroes. In fact, this very community is a reason why I am standing up here today accepting this award. You see, Moxie Marketing was started by the kind of girl that most people would write off. The kind of girl who grew up in a single-parent home in a poor neighborhood and was labeled at risk. The kind of girl that this very community shows up for on a day-to-day basis to ensure that her basic needs, like food, shelter, and health care, are met. The kind of girl who took advantage of financial aid, scholarships, and work-study opportunities in a pursuit of a better life. The kind of girl that this very community advocates for when it comes to education, financial security, and workforce development. The kind of girl who never dreamed of starting a business, but is now standing in front of you, accepting an award because she understands that people matter more than profit. Thank you, Goodwill, Pure Game, United Way, United to End Homelessness, Habitat for Humanity, and Donahue Schreiber Realty Group for giving Moxie Marketing an opportunity to be part of your extended teams. So why does Moxie Marketing give back? Because I know there's a little girl like me counting on all the players in this caring, counting on all the generous and caring players in this very room to come together for change. Thank you to everyone in this room for all of the energy and love you give to make an impact. It truly makes a difference. Thank you.
Isn't it great to hear these stories that you never get a chance to hear? Okay, take a breath, Maria. Our next presenter is known to many of us because she has volunteered for this event for over 3 different decades, including chairing the 25th anniversary in 2010. She's one of the founders of the Association of Donor Relations Professionals and a recipient of dozens of international awards of excellence for her fundraising and stewardship programs. In addition, she is a published author in various books and magazines on these same topics. Kathy, now a UCI retiree, volunteers her time and talent to nonprofits in Orange County. I think that's standard around here. I see a lot of retirees who are working twice as hard as I remember. These wonderful organizations include Chapman University, Angels for Hire, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, OC Music and Dance, and Laguna Beach Senior Center. Please welcome Kathy Rovolo, this year's National Philanthropy Program co-chair, alongside Mitch Spann. You might recognize the name Spann from the Cub Scouts earlier, to present the Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. In 1987, I was blessed to be hired at UCI and experienced almost 25 years of being part of a fundraising team that took UCI to new levels of excellence. In addition, UCI is where I met founder Doug Freeman and many other friends who are sitting in this room today. I am honored to be here to present. National Philanthropy Day is and always will be near and dear to my heart. The Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award honors a volunteer who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in coordinating and motivating others to accomplish a philanthropic project for the benefit of a charitable institution, and one who has devoted a substantial amount of personal time, energy, and creativity to one or more organization, and who truly exemplifies the spirit of volunteerism at its best. More than 500,000 volunteer fundraisers assist nonprofits in Orange County each and every year. Now please turn your attention to the screens.
Eileen has had a tremendous effect on Weiss Place and therefore our community in Orange County. In just the last 4 years that I have known Eileen, she has helped us raise $1.5 million. She has helped us build a housing development partnership, and we will build Orange County's first and only permanent supportive housing for unaccompanied women.
She's dedicated. She is one of the strongest women that I know.
In challenging times, Eileen is the first to raise her hand, and she won't make little goals. Eileen makes no excuses, and she holds herself really accountable, and she holds all of us accountable too, so that we can fulfill our mission in the way the community deserves.
She's always had a strong desire to help women help themselves and help them be better at organizing and being better people.
She truly understands homelessness, and she truly understands what it takes to end homelessness. She is just such the heart and soul and the backbone of Weiss Place.
She always went out of her way, even after I was out of this program, to let me know that I'm worthy, make me feel valued.
And she actually came to Weiss Place 30 years ago. At the time, she was a political strategist, worked on campaigns for former President Bush. So a very successful professional career. And she came to the shelter, and she was being served lunch by somebody that she went to high school with. And Eileen always says, there, but for the grace of God go I. And she really rolls her sleeves up. Again, not just in fundraising, not just with our board, but internally at our organization. She will come to the shelter, she will volunteer with the shelter, and she will work with the shelter participants at Weiss Place.
And she's very aware of how important Weiss Place is to the community. And even though she's going to maybe do a little fishing and do some relaxing, I don't think she's ever going to let Weiss Place out of being one of the most important things in her life.
Congratulations, Eileen. There's not a more deserving person than you to win this award, and I love you with all my heart.
Eileen, you're one of my heroes. You always have been. Congratulations. You really deserve this award. Love ya.
Eileen, congratulations. I love you so much. Wise Place would absolutely not be the same organization without you. I would not be the same leader without your support. Thank you for being our biggest cheerleader, and thank you for all you have done for women experiencing homelessness in Orange County.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize Eileen Padburn as she accepts the Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award.
Well, this is a big group. It almost made me cry, all those things they said about me. Anyone who knows me knows that when I get passionate about something, there's no stopping me. In 1973, when they warned me if I supported the Equal Rights Amendment, our husbands would leave their wives for their secretaries, and women and men would have to use the same restrooms. I stood up, when I heard that speech, I stood up and said, "Geez, is that all you have?" And I became an adamant feminist that day, and I've never looked back. My friends have all retired, and I haven't. In the early 1990s, I was being recruited for the board of then YWCA, which is now Wise Place. And I was invited to a luncheon where some of the women residents served our lunch. And I looked at the woman who was serving my lunch, and I recognized her, she recognized me. We had gone to high school together. She was blonde, blue-eyed, surfer type, headed up the song leaders for the high school, popular, all the things that I wasn't. And here she was, a resident in our homeless shelter. I got to talk to her, and I heard the same story that I've heard many times: a bad marriage, drugs, alcohol, and soon she was living on the street. Luckily, she found her way to Wise Place and went through our program. That day, I realized, there, but the grace of God, go I. And I signed up, and of course, that was over 30 years ago, and I've never looked back. They can't throw me out of Wise Place. I'm passionate about helping women, especially women without a support network, who need a helping hand to get back on their feet. That's what Wise Place does. They are the only shelter in Orange County for unaccompanied homeless women. It's an incredible organization. Once you walk through those doors, you never walk out. In addition to Wise Place, I've been involved with Planned Parenthood since the 1980s. I believe then, as I do now, that women should have access to health care and be able to make informed decisions about their bodies, their lives, and their future, and that government has no place in those decisions. I told you I'm passionate about those things. Thank you so much for this AFP award. It's such an honor to be recognized. But honestly, I'm just doing what I really love, raising support for incredible organizations that make a huge difference in the lives of women. And I wouldn't be getting this award if it wasn't for all the women that have supported me, and many of them are in this room. I know they're here someplace, including my friend Harriet Harris. Supporting women has been my lifelong passion, and I'm very proud of the work that I've done and proud of the organizations that I've been working with. Thank you again for this award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at the screens as we look back at the fantastic history of NPD over the years.
When Doug Freeman had this idea, I think everyone thought, well, that's a nice thought, a nice idea. It has become so much more because of Len and Doug's passion for philanthropy and for recognizing philanthropy to encourage more of it, has become literally internationally celebrated.
I went to Girl Scout camp when I was 7 years old. I never changed my clothes all week long. But I did learn the promise that says, on my honor, I will try to serve God, my country, and mankind. And one of the laws says, to help where I am needed, and another one says to protect and improve the world around me. And I think that that's been what I have done ever since I've been 7. I have learned how to change my clothes.
I'll say the first few words, and I know I won't get the last ones.
Thank you so much for this honor. It has really been a pleasure. And I don't know who nominated us, but thank you for doing it. And I want to thank this Philanthropic Foundation for what they do to honor the people of Orange County. Thank you.
As a lucky cowboy who's had the pleasure of knowing her for many, many years, and somebody that I absolutely love and adore, as I'm sure you do as well, the Lifetime Achievement Award, Marion Knox.
My favorite cowboy. When I say he's my favorite cowboy, he started working as a cowboy at Knott's Berry Farm. So believe me, I'm telling the truth.
36 years ago, Tom and I were political activists. We were trying to make the world a safer place for our family to grow up. So we promised the children that we would not get arrested. At least not at the same time. We fully understand that this is a legacy award. We want you all to know that it's not over yet. We're not done. There is still a lot of work to do.
You know, I think back at 2004 when we first got started and my family was packing 10 bags of food in the driveway for a local motel, and we had one home for women in crisis with 10 beds. And this last year we received 7,000 calls for help and touched the lives of 3,500 people. 20 years ago, I was abandoned on the street outside of Disneyland with 20 bucks in my pocket and an 8-year-old son to take care of. My story may have had a tragic beginning, but there is transformative energy in this room, and many of you helped both me and my son get back on our feet.
This is perhaps the biggest and best fundraiser I've ever attended. I know some people view this type of philanthropy as benevolence or charity, while others see this as a form of altruism. But for me, philanthropy has always been about simply creating new community partnerships. Partnerships that will be valued forever.
If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. So always, always try your best. You will stumble, and sometimes you might even fall. But what defines us is how well we rise after falling. And when in doubt, just add glitter. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We are coming here 40 years ago. Literally nothing. Your encouragement, mentoring us, coaching us, led us advance. It's our turn to give back.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Maria Hall Brown for the remainder of our program.
Well, Bill, I couldn't see any of that, but I certainly could hear it, so I hope I get a chance to get a copy of that. All those wonderful voices, all those beautiful messages sort of really kind of demonstrated why this is such an incredible day. All right, well, with all the craziness that we've experienced since March 2020, we want to be able to celebrate being together, and of course that wouldn't have happened if we had not had our wonderful Doug Freeman create this Day of Gratitude. So, our next guest is, in fact, that very special man, my friend Doug Freeman. He's the founder of National Philanthropy Day, proclaimed by Congress, signed by President Ronald Reagan in 1986, celebrated throughout the United States and in other countries like England, Mexico, Canada, and more. He's the executive chair and CEO of Orange County Music and Dance. Before joining OCMD, Doug had a long career as a lawyer, businessman, civic leader, and philanthropist. He served on a variety of boards and capacities within the nonprofit world, including he was the board chair of the Pacific Symphony, where he is now a lifetime trustee, board member and former chair of UCI Foundation Board of Trustees, and board member and now trustee emeritus at the California Institute of the Arts. Throughout his long career, Doug provided strategic planning and organizational management advice for businesses, nonprofit, foundation, and family clients throughout the United States. Among the inclusion in the Orange County Business Journal's list of the 500 most influential people in Orange County 2016, and then again in 2020. The UCI Medal in 2006, the university's highest honor. In 2019, he was the recipient of the prestigious Ellis Island Medal of Honor, which recognizes individuals whose mission is to generously share their knowledge, compassion, unique talents, and gifts with those who are less fortunate. If you haven't met him yet, you're certainly in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Doug Freeman.
I don't know about you, but when I listened to Sashi talk at the very beginning of the show, at the age of 17, I wondered, God, did I waste my youth? No matter what you do, you'll meet people in this room that have done it 10 times longer and much better results. So this day, every year for the last 36 years, has been very special to me. It's particularly special when I look back at the video and I see me at the age of 41 with my hair and my youth. This road began with a pipe dream. Many of you know this story, I'll make it short. I was in the Walker Museum in Minneapolis, one of the great museums in the world. And I looked out at the room, much like I'm looking out at you, and I thought, wow, these are the most generous people on the planet. Minneapolis in those days, Minnesota in particular, the most generous community in the United States, ergo the world. And so I said to them, thank you for all you do. You've raised the bar high for everybody, for all of us in California and all over the country. And we may not tell you that, but we're so grateful to you. I get in an airplane to go fly home, and I realize, you know, I don't do that very well. I don't know if any of us do that enough to say thank you to the men and women and children who have enhanced the quality of life for all of us. And so, having nothing else to do in an airplane, wasn't any movies in those days, this is 1981, I wrote a letter to the White House, which I knew would never get delivered. But I gave it to the president of Pepperdine University, who I did know knew somebody in the White House, and I figured I would never get a response. And I was right. I never got a response. But through fate and good fortune, I did have a carrier pigeon that was in the White House that took my letter, and that began a journey of 5 years, ending in 1986 with President Reagan. When I heard the music, you heard the music early with the children singing and Now and Forever song. That song was written for me by Marvin Hamlish. I didn't know Marvin Hamlish. I just knew a telephone number for him. And that's how I got Marvin Hamlish to write a song. Don't ask me why he did it, but he really cared about what you and I have been talking about and hearing about today. The time to say thank you. So I want to personally say thank you to all these honorees, all of those men and women and young adults who have served this community with such great distinction for so long. Yes, we had a hard year in 2020 and continuing much into 2021. But we have a lot of gratitude for what was given to us. And that came from men and women you know well, healthcare workers, bus drivers, educators, frontline workers all over Orange County and of course all across the United States. So in addition to saying thank you to our volunteers, our donors, and our nonprofit organizations who really have contributed to the quality of life for all of us and for our children and future generations, I want to say thank you to all of those in this community that cared for us, fed us, educated us, and protected us. And there are men and women not in this community, namely our scientists from around the world who broke through medical history to create 2 vaccines that have saved tens of millions of lives. So on this day, and Thanksgiving's around the corner, so this is the month of saying thanks. But on this day, we're all together. Let's say thanks from inside all of us to all of those who've kept us thriving and growing and prospering and trying to make the world just a little better. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, thank you. Our next presenter, and also one of our media sponsors, the Orange County Business Journal, is the publication that connects the people who make Orange County the community that it is. It's one of the most respected and widely read local business publications in the country. The publication, now in its 44th year, serves a readership that includes the area's biggest and best known business owners, senior executives, and the most influential leaders of the community. These business leaders have an average household income of, hold on to your plates, $748,000 a year. Truly a perfect donor audience for our nonprofit friends in the room today. Is that a hint? Okay. I'm delighted to welcome to the stage Kim Stemper, Orange County Business Journal Philanthropy columnist, to present the award for Outstanding Mid-Sized Business.
Good afternoon, everyone. When I was asked to present this award, I was so incredibly honored. For the last 8 years, I've been the philanthropy columnist for the Business Journal, and so I've been privileged to watch all the changes that all of you are making throughout our community, and it's just been so cool to write about your nonprofit organizations and the wonderful businesses that support you and join you in your journey. So, with no further ado, I would like to talk a little bit about the Outstanding Mid-Sized Business or Corporation Award. It recognizes a business with 50 to 499 employees that demonstrates an outstanding commitment to philanthropy through its financial support of one or more nonprofit organizations, its leadership involvement, and the volunteer participation of its workforce, thus establishing a role model for other businesses in the community. So let's enjoy this video together.
You know, you can teach people a lot of things. You can teach them how to write or even how to sing, but you can't teach people how to give from the heart. One of the things I truly respect about Discount Tire, about Sergio, about Robert, about their families, they give from the heart. They do it through their business, they do it personally.
They truly are so passionate about our cause. They will pick up the phone and they will call us and say, what can we do?
You know, as a nonprofit, we certainly appreciate every dollar that comes through our door, and Discount Tire has been a very generous financial supporter. But it doesn't stop there. They do nice things in addition to that, like coupons for all of our volunteers, thousands of volunteers for their services. They show up with their time with gift baskets, tires for our auctions, again and again and again, and almost always without being asked. They extend a hand of help for whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish.
they are always the first one in line to make sure that we have what we need, to make sure that our volunteers are being appreciated. They send us coupons for oil changes so that we can send those out to volunteers who've helped at events or volunteers who come in and sign cards for caregivers.
If you walk into any Discount Tire during the year, you're going to see our signs encouraging people to come to us for support their customers need. They don't do that because it looks good. They do that because it's helpful. Most everything they do comes from a place of pure giving. It's really wonderful.
They have made it such a culture where they encourage their teams to get involved, and I think because of that and because it's a fun environment, everyone's willing to, and it's so nice to see everybody step up. They're truly wonderful community partners and advocates for our organization.
You know, it's interesting, in all the years I've worked with Robert, with Sergio, with Discount, they've never once sought a spotlight. As a matter of fact, I think they might even find it a little bit uncomfortable. I hope they realize just how important their giving, their give-back spirit has been to us. They're humble, but this one time, I hope they take it all in. They're amazing.
To Robert, Sergio, and Discount Tire and Service Centers, we are so excited for you guys, and we are so excited that this opportunity came to fruition because you all deserve it so much, and we are so grateful for you from the bottom of our hearts here at Alzheimer's Orange County. Thank you.
Robert and Sergio, congratulations, not just on this award, but on your lifetimes of giving back to the community. We really appreciate it.
Philanthropic organizations do so much, but they can't do it alone. Discount Tire and Service Centers is a wonderful example of what can be accomplished when a business and its team members step forward and use their time, their talent, and their passion to improving the lives of people throughout Orange County and beyond. More than filling a gap, the company is an indispensable part of our shared commitment to changing the communities that all of us share for the better. Please welcome to the stage Sergio Andonian, President of Discount Tire and Service Centers, to accept the Outstanding Mid-Sized Business or Corporation Award.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. Yeah, so the spotlight is really not, at least my thing, but I'm honored to be here today amongst everybody in this room, and again, I want to say thank you, Kim, for getting us up here. Good afternoon, everybody, and happy National Philanthropy Day to all. I want to start by thanking Jim McLear, Margie Wright, and Megan Day from Alzheimer's Orange County for nominating us and the chapter of the Association of Fundraising Professionals for presenting Discount Tire and Service Centers with the Philanthropic Award. It is truly an honor to be standing up here and accepting this award on behalf of our company. I am humbled to even be considered because all the work we do comes from the heart and is a small contribution from our part towards giving back and making a difference where we possibly can. Helping others and giving back has always been a part of our everyday lives. We do so and love an endless passion. I grew up and was led by example both from my mother and father. My father, who was the previous president and current owner of Discount Tire and Service Centers, has always believed in making philanthropy a priority and making a difference to change the lives of people who need it most. My parents instilled in me and my siblings the desire and need to do the same and much more. As the current president of Discount Tire and Service Centers, I've tried my best following in their footsteps and lending a hand where I could. However, none of our contributions would be possible without an amazing team of employees who do a tremendous job each and every day and consistently provide our customers with great service. Also, a huge thank you to our customers and their loyal and undeniable support. In addition, I want to recognize our employees who go out of their way to donate their time and extra effort needed to organize our many events and fundraisers, one of whom is here in the crowd today, Robert Ortega. He's our Vice President of Operations. If you could please stand up. So some of my first experiences through philanthropic work started with, if I go back to 2005, where my mother and I had an opportunity to travel to New Orleans right after Hurricane Katrina. And we got to spend a good quality amount of time with people who literally lost their homes, lost their lives, families who lost their lives. And we got to enjoy some time and really give back to the community and rebuild some of these homes and break some of these homes down, and really got to spend some time with individuals after this hurricane, which was extremely devastating. But leaving after our time over there in New Orleans really made me realize how filling it is to be out there and really spending the time with these individuals, to be a part of their lives, which, I mean, I can't say that I do every day, but I try. And it made a huge impact in their lives, and I think from that day forward, it made a big difference in my personal life. From there, we actually started with the participation with Alzheimer's of Orange County, Jim and Margie. I know we enjoy the annual walk. We participate in the annual walk every single year. They've been a great community and a great help in many, many ways. And I know that through our family also we have, my grandmother actually passed from Alzheimer's, so it just means a lot to be part of such a great association. And then we also involve ourselves with Children of the Nations, which is a local community as well, but our outreach, or their outreach, goes all the way to Malawi, Sierra Leone, Dominican Republic, and also Haiti. And through this, we're actually working through some different programs to hopefully bring a business into these more third world countries. Because they have education now and living. The next thing now from after education is to be able to give these guys some place to be able to work and start a career. So we're hoping that with our help that we will be able to start and create some careers for them in the automotive business. As a final note, I would like to say thank you to the Alzheimer's of Orange County, the Orange County chapter of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, for recognizing our efforts in awarding Discount Tire and Service Centers with this honorable award. We will continue to do our part by contributing in every way we can. We recognize that today, more than ever, we are faced with uncertain times, and the need to help is greater than ever before. We know that any type of time, talent, and resources can make a significant impact in people's lives. So thank you again for this honor. We are humbled and appreciative to be a part of the group of wonderful individuals being honored here today. I would also actually like to say my wife here is in the room, who's now 39 weeks pregnant. I'm so happy and thank you for the support. I'm glad that you're able to make it here. I love you. And thank you all again for the support, and thank you for this great honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my honor to introduce our next presenter, Brian Hervey. Brian is Vice Chancellor, University Advancement at UC Irvine and President of the UCI Foundation. Brian provides leadership over all aspects of UCI's fundraising program. Please welcome to the stage to present our Outstanding Large Business and Corporation Awards. I'm delighted to bring Brian onto the stage.
Thank you so much, Maria, distinguished alum of UCI. So I know that everyone's heart is very full today hearing these wonderful stories and being together. It's hard to believe how long it's been since this much of the Orange County philanthropic community has been in the same room. And so just wonderful to be here with you. And so I'm actually very honored to be here today to introduce the Outstanding Large Corporation Award. And this award recognizes a business with more than 500 employees that has created a culture of philanthropy within its organization. The honoree demonstrates an outstanding commitment to philanthropy through its financial support of one or more nonprofit organizations, and has strong leadership involvement, and then again, has volunteer participation of its full workforce. So establishing a role model for other businesses in our community. So please turn your attention to the screens.
In the fall of 2019, Bank of California made an incredible investment in Big Brothers Big Sisters by signing on as one of our workplace mentoring corporate partners, which is a 3-year commitment to serving youth in Orange County.
Bank of California is heavily committed to improving the communities that they serve in, whether that's education, whether that's helping homelessness.
The bank's support goes beyond just writing a check to support the mission. They have provided both virtual and in-person financial literacy courses for the families that we serve.
Chris Garcia, who's the VP of Community Reinvestment, he's just been a great supporter of Minds Matter and serves as an advisor and is just always willing to open doors.
Bank of California has been involved with Project Access for a long time. Chris Garcia serves on our board of directors, so they're really involved in our mission, and it's made a huge difference.
Bank of California provides 15 amazing volunteers who dedicate 200 hours annually to mentoring high school students in our program, where they are able to gain and build their social capital by having a professional mentor in their corner supporting them, who is personally invested in their success.
At Project Access, we operate family resource centers, and these centers are places where families can get access to health, education, and economic services and programs. Bank of California is an incredibly valuable partner. They actually have adopted 2 of our resource centers, the Pradera Center in Anaheim and the Triada Center in Santa Ana. And through those adoptions, they provide programs and services for the low-income families that live in those centers, and they help our families build brighter futures.
The mission of Minds Matter is to help driven and determined students from low-income families achieve their dream of college. And this is so in alignment with the way that Bank of California gives back to the community. It is a natural partnership.
Families have gotten information about how to build good credit, how to make a major purchase, how to save for a home. All the expertise that the bank has really brought in service of our mission and the families that we work with.
Last year we did launch in Orange County, and we are actually partnering with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Bank of California has been behind us, most recently sponsoring 2 students in Orange County through our 3-year program. Congratulations, Bank of California. You so deserve this award.
Thank you for remaining committed and consistent and also fun to our youth as they navigate high school and figure out what they want to do in their future.
Bank of California, thank you for all you do for our mission, and congratulations on this honor. It's very much well deserved.
And to accept the Outstanding Large Corporation Award on behalf of the Bank of California, their Chief Operating Officer, John Sotuda.
This is amazing. It's so great to be here with 600 plus individuals who just care deeply and do so much to make a positive impact in our communities. So I'd like to start by saying on behalf of our over 700 California-based team members, thank you for this incredible recognition. At Bank of California, we believe in doing well by doing good. And this goes well beyond just financial investments. It's the individual involvement of our team members that really makes a huge impact, along with the financial investments we make in our community. I want to give a special shout out to Chris Garcia, who's here, who leads our community development. You saw him on the video there. Does a fantastic job, so thank you for your leadership, Chris. A big thanks to Big Brothers Big Sisters, Project Access, JVS SoCal, and so many other community partners who nominated Bank of California for this great honor. So with roots dating back over 80 years in Southern California, Bank of California is proud to be part of the solution. We're honored to receive this recognition and committed to making a difference in our communities. We all know the power of philanthropy, along with personal engagement, does make a difference. And it makes me think of an example that's really stuck with me now for well over a decade. And it includes one of our community partners, JVS SoCal. So back in 2009, I was visiting a bank branch, and I ran into a young lady, and she was just recently promoted as an assistant manager. So I was talking to her, and she said she came to this program called BankWorks. At that time, I'd never heard of BankWorks. It's a program that JVS SoCal offers. And it's a program over 8 weeks that prepares individuals for a career in banking. And it really focuses on underserved communities. So I was talking to her about the role. Again, she came in as a teller. She got promoted to a banker and now an assistant manager. I was curious. I said, why did you decide to go through the program instead of applying for a job directly with the bank? And she said something that really struck me. She said, in the community where I live, people don't think that working at a bank is even an option. And that just blew me away. So at that point, I decided to get involved with BankWorks, join their advisory board, and help bring this great program to communities across the country. So I'm proud to say that we have several BankWorks graduates working at Bank of California today and doing a fantastic job. So on behalf of our team, again, thank you very much for this recognition. Thank you, AFP. We're really honored to receive this recognition, and thanks for including us in this great event.
All right, well, our next presenter is probably one of my favorite people because I happen to have the good fortune to work with her. Jamie Myers is the Chief Operating Officer of PBS SoCal KCET. Jamie is responsible for oversight of daily operations and making sure that we are going in the correct direction at all times. She actually provides wonderful strategic direction for all aspects of the organization. She's credited with developing new lines of business and evolving key elements, ultimately strengthening the foundation needed to build a growth company, and believe me, we've been growing. Please welcome to the stage Jamie Myers, Chief Operating Officer, PBS SoCal KCET, to present Outstanding Founder Award.
I have to first say thank you to Maria for representing our organization so beautifully today. It is an honor to be your colleague and an honor to have you here taking us through this day. And then I have to say thank you for all of you. Someone who comes from an organization that cares so much about the community as public media does, it's really inspiring to be in a room with people who are as connected and generous to the community as all of you. So thank you for all that you do. The Outstanding Founder Award recognizes an individual for his or her achievement, leadership, and vision in establishing a successful nonprofit organization dedicated to providing important charitable services to the community or to improving the quality of life for individuals and families living in Orange County. Please turn your attention to the screens.
Maymuna's incredible life experience and passion allows her the ability to provide guidance to those people the TIA Foundation serves from such a place of true understanding of what it's like to be a refugee relocating to Orange County.
She's been helping refugees, asylum seekers, and immigrants for the last 11 years. And as a refugee herself, it allows for a place like the TIA Foundation to be so pivotal and essential for people who are looking to transition and settle into the United States.
She's a great sociologist. She knows how the immigrant family integrate into the new community, how the immigrant family will achieve American goal.
In my time of knowing Maymuna, it's always been about putting herself last and helping others first.
Her personal story provides such a sense of hope and comfort to those people in the same situation as her and her family were.
I'm an immigrant from Afghanistan. On January 2014, I connected with Maymuna. TIA provided all the things my family needed.
You just need someone who's going to be there to help guide you along, and not through just performative actions, but sustainable assistance. One of the things that she's good at is the long-term sustainable support for people who really need it.
She always helped the new family. Maymuna teach what is your American dream. My dream is to get a degree from the university. I graduated from the university. My dream is to find a good job. TIA Foundation helped me get a good job.
Maimouna has brought the organization so far in the past decade. For example, their social enterprise, Flavors from Afar, that's run by refugees.
When I met her, she was 2 years into Flavors from Afar, which is a catering company, and was looking to expand that into a brick and mortar. Flavors from Afar is a restaurant with a rotating menu that changes its cuisine every month based on a refugee, immigrant, or an asylum seeker that we partner with. We are a social enterprise for that, so 40% of our proceeds do go to support TIA's programs, whether it's for schooling, after school programs, helping individuals pay rent or find housing. I don't think you understand how powerful she is until you start to work with her. Whether it's the people she knows, the things that she's done, or her ambitions for the future.
It's a small foundation, but they're doing big things.
On behalf of Afghan families, on behalf of myself, on behalf of my family, congratulations to you, to your family, to all team, to TIA Foundation. We're proud of you, Maimouna.
Congratulations, Maimouna. You are so deserving of this award. You're an inspiration to me, and I know you are an inspiration to all those that you work with.
Maimouna, I just wanted to congratulate you for winning this award. And of all the people that I've ever met, you definitely deserve something of this magnitude. Thanks so much for bringing me along this journey with you as well. You definitely affected my life in a big way. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Maimouna Hussein Katan to the stage to accept the Outstanding Founder Award.
I would like to first thank our volunteer and donor, Sarah Johnston, for nominating me for this award. When I learned about the nomination, I was flattered. When I saw that I was invited to accept this recognition, I was overtaken by imposter syndrome. I started to think of all the amazing founders in Orange County that would be more deserving or more qualified. Then I received a personal letter congratulating me from Jeanette Kreitner from Grandma's House of Hope, and the nervousness went away. Thank you to Sarah Johnston, Christian Davis, and Mahmoud Omid for their kind words. I'm constantly inspired and motivated by the team at TIA and Flavors from Afar. Thank you to my soulmate Shukri and my friends and family here and watching online for seeing my potential. During the 2020 quarantines, we spent a lot of time together and processed world events. Thoughts of, I wish my parents knew, and I wish my parents had, were a theme. I grew up in Orange County, just a few blocks from this venue. My parents, who survived wars in Ethiopia and a refugee camp, made sure that my sisters and I had a stable life. They taught us the value of radical forgiveness and the ability to create whatever you want from nothing. I see them and many refugees as alchemists. It's traumatic to lose everything, but there's something magical in having the ability to start over in a foreign country, to learn a foreign language, to overcome adversity, and to treat each day like it's brand new. I hope through the TIA Foundation's work, we can play a small role in breaking the cycle. Why not make room at the table and help make it easier for others? I would like to thank those that made room for me and made room for TIA's families. I thank Hogue Community Benefits, OCCF, Ubroth Family Foundation, the Darlene and Walter Gherkin Fund, and PIMCO Foundation. Most importantly, I would like to thank the Sun Family Foundation. Joanna found me on OCCF's website, and we've built a transformative partnership together. When we discuss programs and long-term planning for TIA, I realized that their approach is human-centric. Sun Family is a great example of trust-based philanthropy, and thank you for trusting me. And thank you to National Philanthropy Day and the organizing committee for this incredible recognition, and congratulations to all the honorees today. We deserve it.
Well, it is now my pleasure, my honor, and all those things that I would love to say about these wonderful people, Charlie and Ling Chang. Charlie immigrated to America at age 23 with only a clarinet and $20 in his pocket. and is now an Orange County-based entrepreneur and philanthropist who founded the renowned fast casual restaurant chain Pickup Sticks in 1989, which he grew to more than 100 locations. Charlie and Ling founded OC Music and Dance in 2017, a nonprofit art school that offers musical training to children regardless of their skill level or their ability to pay. Today, he is the CEO of Zion Enterprises, a real estate development company in Laguna Niguel. He serves on the board of directors of the Pacific Symphony and the Pacific Chorale. Among Charlie's awards are Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young and the Spirit of Life Award from the City of Hope. In addition, he received the Distinguished Business for Science and Technology Award and Beijing International Entrepreneur of the Year. Charlie and Ling were the recipients of the 2018 NPD Outstanding Philanthropist Award. We did get to see a highlight from that. They are also today's Diamond sponsor, which is the largest cash contribution supporting this event today. Charlie will present this year's Outstanding Philanthropist Award. Please help me welcome Charlie and Ling to the stage.
Thank you so very much. You are most amazing, beautiful people. God bless you. Good afternoon. The Outstanding Philanthropic Award recognizes an outstanding individual, family, and a family foundation with a proven record of exceptional financial generosity and the volunteer leadership. We, to one or more Orange County nonprofit organization.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's our pleasure to present this great honor for this family. They have demonstrated extraordinary civic and charitable responsibility, and whose generosities inspire others to philanthropic action. Please join me in watching a brief video about someone who is a very special friend to many of us.
When I think of the Sun family, I think of making an impact as a collaborative, and they've truly made a tremendous impact over the years.
What makes the Sun Family Foundation so special is that they have a mission to help the underrepresented youth and education.
We thought of the Sun Family Foundation and David and Diana Sun specifically for their incredible strategic investments they've made for the wooden floor over the last few years to help us transform young people in low-income communities through the power of dance and access to higher education.
They've allowed us to expand our footprint here in Orange County and actually double the size of the amount of scholarships we're awarding each year. So in a few years' time, they will have supported hundreds of Simon Scholars.
In March of 2020, when the pandemic first occurred, they were literally the first funders that called. They already had made their annual investment to the wooden floor, and immediately they sent in another grant to us just to say, this is what you need for your TLC fund, and we want you to use it however you need. And so about 4 months later, I knew what I needed. 225 of our students would not have laptops in the summer, and therefore they wouldn't be able to have their classes here at the wooden floor or have any of their remedial support that they needed. And so immediately I called them and I said, this is what we need. And with them and 3 other of our foundation and corporate partners came together and provided over 225 laptops to our students in only 5 days.
The Sun Family Foundation has helped us move forward with our mission. They believe in helping the youth in underrepresented communities.
This is a family that works hard to improve the lives of others right here in Orange County.
They really look for organizations that are making a difference in our community, and they show up both in time, talent, resources.
It's much more than just a check. For example, I had the pleasure of sitting on our interviews with Joanna Kong and Dara Malarkey, and they both were instrumental in our selection of the class of 2023 Simon Scholars.
They have really made a huge difference in the lives of all of our breakthrough students and families.
The Sun family has impacted dozens of Orange County-based nonprofits, including Bracken's Kitchen, Dreams for Schools, Orange Wood, Wooden Floor, and now Simon Scholars.
Congratulations to the Sun Family Foundation on this award. You deserve it, and thank you so much for the ongoing support for Breakthrough San Juan Capistrano.
Congratulations to the Sun Family Foundation for this incredible award.
I'd just like to congratulate David and Diana's son and the Sun Family Foundation for the wonderful way that you're making a difference in our community. We're so grateful for what you do for the wooden floor and all of our children and families. We thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my true honor to bring this year's Outstanding Philanthropic awardee to the stage. Representing the Sun family, please welcome Dara San Malaki.
Thank you so much. I haven't done makeup in like 2 years, so you guys almost got me. I need to keep this. My kids have never seen me like this. But thank you so much for this incredible honor. Thank you to the Association of Fundraising Professionals for extending this award to our family. And thank you especially to the organizations that nominated us this year. It's through your passionate work in our community that the Sun Family Foundation is able to serve the community. For as long as I can remember, the inspiration for our family, the leadership and compassion has been my grandmother, my father's mom. Her name is Dai Guangyuan, and in the 1950s in Taiwan, she was a young single mom of 3, and she was a high school biology teacher in Taichung. And in those days, they didn't have a lot of money. Food was often scarce as well. But despite this, my grandmother always made time for others, and especially her students. My aunt always used to tell the story, or she does tell the story often, that there are always students at their house after school. And it wasn't just for homework help. They would come, talk about their boy problems, maybe problems with their parents. Nothing was off limits between Dai Lao Shi, or Teacher Dai, and her students. And she even had parents and colleagues come to their house. And she always gave time, always gave her advice and leadership, and they always looked towards her. The Sun Family Foundation was established in 1999 by my mother and father with a vision of sharing their good fortune with the communities that have supported our family and businesses. Our foundation's approach is a little different. Instead of focusing strictly on issues, we love to focus on the people, and specifically passionate leaders within the community that are making a change within Orange County. My parents recognized that in order to do so, they needed to look to the community of nonprofit organizations for their guidance and expertise. So to the nonprofit organizations, and especially our Sun Family Foundation partners, this award really belongs to you. I see my grandmother's legacy in all of you, as you're the extension of my family's hands. So on behalf of our family, thank you for the incredible work that you do for our community.
Well, we did it. Now I'd like to welcome back to the stage our co-chairs, Joan Mcbride and Elizabeth McKinney.
We would also like to thank once again the exceptional individuals and organizations that we've honored today. On behalf of the members of the board of AFP and MPD committee, we extend our deepest appreciation and our enduring respect for the generous contributions you have made that enrich so many lives and help strengthen the Orange County community.
Please check your Orange County Register this Sunday, November 21st, for a recognition ad honoring our sponsors and all of the National Philanthropy Day honorees. And I was also told there's a beautiful there's a beautiful article about the event in today's Register, so please check that out as well. I want to thank the Orange County Register for that coverage. And once again, I'd also like to thank the Orange County Business Journal for their continuing and extremely generous support as our presenting sponsor. And once again, Charlie and Ling Chang and OC Music and Dance for their generous support as our diamond sponsor. One more time, if you could all join me in a big round of applause for all of our outstanding honorees today.
Today's floral arrangements were created by Lily of SYL Design Studio.
I'd also like to thank Maria Hall Brown for serving as our Mistress of Ceremonies again this year. And as I think you all know, she's done this for many years. We are so grateful. Maria, you always bring such grace and also a spirit of fun. I was very impressed by some of her off-the-cuff remarks today to these awards. We appreciate your passion and commitment to philanthropy, and we have just a little gift of appreciation. So finally, we hope that you have been inspired by the stories and tributes you've heard today. And also, when you see the call for nominations next year, it's in the Orange County Business Journal. Many of you will receive the postcard. Please think of those deserving organizations, individuals, companies that deserve to be honored at this event next year, our 37th annual. Thank you again for joining us today. We wish you a wonderful holiday season. So great to see everyone again. Thank you.